Hi there folks, I'm Capt Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. These cool mornings have really got the fish pretty active. Still a lot of bait coming in right now out here in front of Fina docks. Those of you that are looking for redfish, there are bull reds out here in this 30 to 40 foot of water. We've also been catching slot reds through here. There have been big golden croakers through here. Some of the biggest croakers I've seen in quite some time. You can cut those up, you can drop them down, and the redfish will eat them. Cut mullet, any of your cut baits have been working real well. Live shrimp has been working. So all this out in front of Fina docks have still been holding pretty decent reds. On those nice calm mornings, we've still been running out here to the jetties. There's a lot of slot reds and bull reds out here at the jetties on both sides, on the south and the north ends. You know, those of you with fish finders, you can get out there and find the schools. One school will be bull reds, next school will be slot reds. All upper slot fish. There have been black drum out here. There have been mangrove snappers still out here. There have been black drum. There have been a few sheephead showing up out here on the north jetty, on the back side of these rocks. Early in the mornings, live shrimp or your favorite plastics under a popping cork or any kind of free lining. There have been good numbers of trout through here. We've also been catching slot reds and black drum on the north side, on the back side of these rocks up by the beach, from the tip all the way to the beach. So all this area around the jetties right now have got potential to catch good fish. Even been catching a few gag groupers out here. Just remember, the gag grouper's got to be at least 24 inches. No flounder can be boxed. So those of you catching any kind of flounders, you got to let them go back right now. So all this area around Port Aransas still holding decent fish. Back over here by Brown and Root, this little jetty right through here. There have been a few reds hanging out through here. There have been some good-sized mangrove snappers hanging out. Even right here along these bulkheads coming back towards Port Aransas, along these steel walls, there have been good-sized mangrove snappers being caught. Back here, back by these houses, this area right through here, black drum, redfish have been pretty plentiful. Shrimp has been doing real good. It's starting to get that time of the year that these fish are going to want shrimp. So those of you that like to fish shrimp, get you some shrimp and start working it. If you come back into the bays, right now, with the tides are kind of high right now, but these northerns are blowing the water out. So it's not going to be long, but all these little edges back behind these back islands, there have been fish all along the shrimp boat channel. All through here, you can use live piggies. There have been trout and redfish. There's also been black drum if you're using dead shrimp or live shrimp. Island 1, 2, 3, and 4 still holding fish through here. Redfish and speckled trout. Out here on the Klondikes, there have been redfish, trout, and black drum, just depending what bait you're using. The water's been up, so you can really get up on top of these reefs. With these northerns blowing in, if the water blows out, you'll have to sit off of it a little bit further, but still, them fish have been holding out right here by the Klondikes. With these northerns blowing in finally, that's a good area to come in to island moorings and get protected. Doesn't really matter how hard that wind blows. When that water dumps out, all these docks around these houses, there are a lot of black drum hanging off through here with redfish. I like taking live shrimp in here with the pink fish bites, and I'll kind of put a fish bite on, a shrimp bite, the pink ones with the piece of shrimp, and start trolling through here, and you can kind of see these black drum up on top. Good areas to be targeting black drum and redfish. Back here on this back little flat through here, if the water's up, the black drum and redfish get stacked up on these oyster reefs right through here. So good areas to be targeting right now. You can also come down over here by Pelican. Like I was saying, the mangrove snappers, they've been all around these rock piles. So if you find structure or rock piles, you're going to catch these mangrove snappers. We've also been catching a few sheephead. The males are in. The females ain't far behind. So if you got shrimp, that's what they're going for. Those of you that like to fish with piggies or live mullet, these islands up by Sunray, all these little islands back through here by the ICW, they've been holding redfish and black drum, just depending what bait you have. You can use cut baits or live baits. Work these sand pockets. If the tide's up, they're all the way up on the islands. If the tide is out, then they come back out here in the middle, and they'll start working these little potholes. So this is all good area right now, all the way from the Pointed Dagger, all the way back over to Ransom, back behind these little islands in these little lakes. Those of you in the shallow water boats, you can get up here back behind these back little lakes, and there's been a lot of bait, a lot of good fish. This little area back through here, this little gut through here, been holding good redfish back behind these islands. Is a good place to be targeting them right now. Out here at the T-heads, still catching black drum, speckled trout, redfish, mangrove snappers, live shrimp, free lining them with a short leader with the number 3 kill hook has been my go-to. All these little gas wells out here, this is a great time to be out here working these gas wells. Speckled trout, oversized redfish, black drum, a lot of good fish are migrating through, and these wells are holding fish. Make sure it's calm. Corpus Christi Bay can get kind of rough, especially with these northerns blowing in. But you can work these wells, and some of these wells got rock piles that come off of them a good little ways. And if you can figure out which one's holding rock piles, the fish are on them. There's also been a few sheephead out here starting to show up. The big females are not quite here, but they're on their way. But black drum, redfish, trout, good areas to be targeting on them nice calm days. When you get back here to the back bay, those of you that like to fish Nueces got a ton of black drum right now. It seems like there's a lot of black drum back here. Get back here in the back and work these reefs back here in the back and this shoreline, and you'll find a lot of black drum mixed in with redfish. Dead shrimp or live has been working the best. Y'all have a great week. Be safe. Be courteous. Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Monte Graham.